Welcome back everybody. So guys, in this class I'm just gonna teach you to make some more interesting things. Basically I'm just gonna guide you to create the collapsible panel. First I'm just gonna teach you to make the collapsible simple collapsible element. I'll just collapse the simple div, then we will go to the panel. So first for all, we need to create the button, or the A tag means the link tag, to make the collapse opener or closer, whatever. So for now I'm just creating a button here. Button, you can create the link as well. I'll just guide you both of them. Okay, there is a little difference between both of them. In a button, first of all I'm just putting the value that open the collapsible panel, or I think only the collapse, just okay. And there I'm just creating a div here, and I'm just putting some data in it, like this is a collapsible panel. Okay, looking awesome. I'm just going to the button area here. Come on, let me in. Now I just need to put two things: the data toggle and data target. Why I'm just putting the data target now? Because I was just using the data toggle from a long time, because the button is not inside the collapsible panel. This is outside the panel or outside of anything, so we have to identify that where I just want to apply the action of this button. So data toggle collapse and data target. Now just put the name of the data target, or sorry, not the name, basically the ID. Did you see that I just added the hash here? So what the ID or you just want to create, you can put there COLL1. I didn't put the single L1 because that will call the column one basically. So this is a collapsible one, and I'm going to the panel. This is a panel which has nothing for now, but I'm adding the ID here, COLL1 col1. Now we have to add a class with it. The class I'm adding is collapse, because I just want to add the features of the collapsing. Again, this feature needs the jQuery.js and the bootstrap.js file to run. In fact, every feature of the bootstrap which has the data toggle or the data target, we have to use both of the files, otherwise they are not necessary. Well, something more, what is the data target, which we are just using first time? If we'll use the A tag, so we just need to use the data toggle, and in the hyperreference tag, we can link up the ID as we do generally. But here, because in a button tag there is no hyperreference tag, so we just have the data target tag, and in it I'm just adding the ID. I added the ID basically. So I'm just going to the browser and refreshing. Now nothing here as a data. Well, why not I just add some class with it. So class BDN warning, save and go to the browser and refresh. Okay, now just click on the collapse, and when I just click on the collapse, I got the element visible, and it's not going until I click back on it, because the data is toggling by clicking on the collapse. So everything is going pretty awesome. But do you want to show the collapsible data by default? For example, this data is not visible by default. You want to show that without clicking, but by clicking, the click should work fine as it is. So add another class, the IN, only the IN class. Save and go to the browser and refresh. Now it's by default visible, but when you just click, it's hidden, it's showing, it's hidden, it's shown, whatever, but by default it's visible. So guys, that is a basic panel. I'm going back to the notepad and making another panel. So I'm going there, creating the A tag for now. Okay, and you know that how easy it is to add the BDN class with the A tag to make it a button, just in a look, okay, not in a work, by the way. BDN danger. For now I added the danger sign, and there I'm just putting something like collapse 2, go down and create a div here excuse me, ID call2. The ID is call2 for now, and adding the class collapse. I'm not adding the in for now, okay? I'm just simply putting the data. This is the second collapsible panel. Well, basically they are not the panels, not this or not this. These are the simple collapsible elements. I'm gonna make the panel too, but just okay, no problem with it. I'm adding, that first of all the data toggle, which is necessary. I just wanted to toggle the collapsed element. Fine. Now data target. Here we just don't need to put the data target. We have the href, the hyperreference, to put the ID in it, and save and go to the browser back and refresh. Click on it. We are getting the things. This is totally fine. So guys, what more I need to do? I need to go to the browser, and I'm gonna make here, just after the container, the panel, complete panel, okay? Class panel, and then the panel default for now. We will change it, however. I'm going inside the panel, and do you remember the rule to create a panel? And first of all, I'm just creating the panel heading. I'm just following the basic rule to create a panel, all these rules. Panel heading, great. Go inside and put the panel heading whatever you want, and for now I'm just putting the heading like in a panel heading like click to open the panel. Okay, great, whatever. And I'm going down just after the panel, and now instead of creating the body or the footer, just decide that how much things you want to put inside the collapsible element. Basically, how much elements you want to make collapsible. So first of all, just create the div, which won't be the body for now, the class, and then in the class just mention the panel collapse, and add the class of collapse too. Now go inside. Now, do you want to add the body in the collapsible panel, or do you want to add the footer too? I'm just adding the body for now. Class panel body, and here I'm just putting some data in it, like this is the body or the panel body, whatever. Go down, and here just enter and the div and the class of panel footer. Now let's just confirm that both of the things, the body and the footer, inside the panel, the collapse panel collapse class. Let's just put the footer too. So this is the panel footer. Save, and what more I need to do? I'm just going to the browser and refreshing. So this is a panel I just got, but it's not visible. But where to click to open the panel? Exactly, the header is not inside the panel collapse class, so it will be the link where we will click to open the panel. Exactly, we will make the heading like this tag, a link. So go there and create the a tag. Okay, and first of all I'm putting the hash for now and ending up at the end. It's going fine. And what more I need to add? I need to add all these things, the data, I was spelling mistake, toggle. Now what do you want to toggle? I want to toggle the collapse, the same rules as we applied there and there. The data collapse, and which is the data you want to collapse? I want to collapse this data, but it has no ID, so the ID should be call3 for now. Call3, going there, and the call3, save and go to the browser back and refresh. Now click here to open up the whole panel. Okay, otherwise you won't see anything. I think it's going perfect, and you just learned about how to do that. And still you can put this panel inside the div. I'm just putting it inside just to show you how to do. class call md4 and going inside and just cutting and pasting here, and then a tab. Oh, something's wrong. I did, yeah, exactly, I need to put this sign here and refresh. Now exactly the panel is inside, but for now you can see that the collapse panel 2 is there. When I just click, it's going, because inside of it there is a div, but when I just click back, the div has removed. That's why it's on this. So for now what I need to do, I need to make all them in a panel, you know, the column basically. So I'm just putting them inside a column, the class call md4, and putting all them inside this class, and just simply copy and paste there, save and save. And what more I need, if I just go to the browser, refresh, now it's on another panel. Oh my gosh, this button is not inside the panel, so cut that one too, paste inside the md4 and refresh that back. Now click, you can see the both panels are on a same md4, call md4, and that one is on the another one, so it's going super awesome. Okay, now the next thing is I'm just going to teach you to create the list panel, actually the collapsible list. Well, I'm not gonna teach you about the list for now, because you can simply apply the list to anybody. Basically I was just talking about the accordion, which looks like the list of the panels. So I'm just going after this call md4. Basically I'm creating a new raw here. Okay, raw, sorry, not the raws, only the raw, going inside and making the div, making another class here, the call md4, sorry, not the 4 for now, I'm adding the 6 for now, and going inside. Now this work is little typical to understand or very easy to understand. It's upon you, because I'm just going to teach you some very basic tips, but it can be a little lengthy, and exactly we will be using the JavaScript too inside, or basically we won't use the JavaScript, the Bootstrap will use the JavaScript automatically. We just need to apply the classes and some kind of things like that. So I'm just gonna create a panel inside this md6 class panel, and the panel default, or wait for a while, first we have to create the panel group. Okay, panel group, did you remember about the panel group? We can create a lot of panels in a panel group, so I'm just using the panel group, and this panel group will be the collection of the accordion. Basically we'll call a single accordion collection of many list of the panels. So inside the panel group I'm just creating another div, and the class I'm adding here, the panel default for now. Okay, now this is the first panel. Okay, I'm adding something like div first, and the class I'm adding here, panel heading. Now what I'm just gonna put inside this heading, exactly, you know, that for now I'm just adding the simple text that the first panel, whatever. Now what do you want to put more there? I'm just creating the panel collapse. I'm doing as I just did before in the previous class, in a previous coding, in the same class, in a previous coding, by the way. So now the panel collapse, okay, and add the space, and after that the only collapse to, and save, and then we need to add some IDs, but I'll add the ID or other things, other formalities later on. So for now inside it, you know that we have to add two things, or one thing, whatever you prefer. I'm adding two things, the body and the footer. We only can add the footer, we only can add the body, even we can add the heading, but it's not a good way. In fact, we cannot manage the panel for the collapsible panel if we just add the heading inside the panel collapse, because where to click to open the panel, by the way. So for now I'm adding the panel body first inside the panel collapse body, and this is the first panel body. Duplicate, and the panel footer, footer, go there, and instead of the body, the footer. Okay, awesome. Now after the kernel the collapse, what I need to do, I just need to simply copy. I can copy that and I can update the data, but before copying, why not I add some more features? So here I'm adding the ID here first, ID on the panel collapse. As we did here, we just added the ID. You can see that the A:1, basically that means accordion column 1, accordion collapse 1. Okay, and there, that in this heading we have to add the link. So I'm adding the href, the hyperreference, covered that all, and here they end up. Come on, man. And here, first of all, we adding the data toggle. Okay, the data toggle, I just want to toggle the collapse, spelling mistake, collapse. Okay, awesome. And add in a space, and then sorry, we have the hyperreference already. So what do you want to collapse when you just click on this button? I just want to collapse this A:1, A:1, simple. But something more, because this is an accordion and the rule of accordion is only one panel will be open, all of them will be closed. So actually we need to attach all of them with each other. So I'm adding an ID on the panel group. The parent tag is the panel group for this. You can say the MD6 too, but basically if we talk about the panel, so the panel group is the parent. So I'm adding the ID here, the PCOLL, the panel, sorry, not the, I think I should type the parent A, the parent accordion, or the parent div, whatever. By the way, so for now on every link, that this is a link, I'm adding another thing, the data parent. Okay, and here I need to add the ID of the parent div. Now for now, what I need to do, I just need to simply copy this panel, the complete panel including its style. I'm adding some enter here, and at the end of this to here, and then just simply copy that and paste there, and then one time more and one time more. I just copied and pasted 4 times. So no, the data parent is still the parent div. Okay, but it's fine. But exactly, this is the first panel, this is the second panel, so this should be the panel call 2. And exactly, oh sorry, first of all we need to change this as panel 2, the collapse 2, and exactly on the link of it we have to change the ID here too. So just do the same, the panel 3, the call 3, the call 3, and the call 4 and the call 4. The link and the ID both we need to change. Now go to the browser and refresh. This is the new panel, click here. Okay, visible, click there. Okay, now you can see that only one can be opened one time. This is called the accordion in the Bootstrap. Looking super awesome. And why they are just connected with each other, how they know that the previous one has been opened. I think I should change a single thing, that the first panel, this should be the second panel, and we will end this then the third, the fourth. Okay, awesome. Refresh now. Oh man, what I updated. Oh, I just updated the body. By the way, just leave this alone. Now how they know that, for example, how the first one know that I'm clicking on third one, and how it may closed, just because I just added the parent div, and parent div is informing to all them. So guys, in the next class we will learn some more interesting things. Stay tuned and goodbye.